Okay guys, so welcome back to another video. So I just want to show you my progress today of what I've been working on. As you've seen in my previous videos, I've been working on trajectory with the pitching wedge, 60 and a 52. I've been trying to keep it low, mid and high. And I did play a tournament this past weekend. I did really well. The only problem is my putting let me down, of course. But what I want to report back is that for the first time, I kind of knew the shots that I was playing. There was different occasions where I hit like a 9-iron, and it was a low flight, and I hit it just by chance. I didn't think of it, and so I think I was more aware of the shots that I needed to play. I was actually able to recognize what shots I was playing. And funny enough, obviously, I'm practicing my short game, and this actually it helped me more in my long game because my tee shots and my irons, all my irons were really good. I felt really comfortable, just knowing that I could play different kind of ball flights, and that kind of gave me more confidence into playing the shot that I wanted to play. Some I needed to go higher, and I felt really comfortable with those. The tee shots were fantastic. I think I only missed one. Pushed it to the right, and there was some trees. And on that second shot that I had to hit a low 7-iron, I hit it perfectly. I mean, I felt really comfortable. So it does really work. I think it's kind of like something new that I'm learning. And the analogy that I like to put, I think it's like a bicycle. You know, you learn like a new move in your bicycle. Obviously you're gonna fall, but then once you learn that move, going back to riding normal is gonna feel so easy. So I think it's the same way in this case. You know, I am learning these new shots, and when I just have to hit one without even, you know, I don't have to pick one, then it feels so much easier. So anyway, so what I want to do today, I want to show you that you can do the same thing, that I did last time. But you don't have to use always your 60 or your 52. You can also use like an 8-iron, and you can practice that way. Low flight, mid flight, and high flight. For an 8-iron, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna actually play just a low flight and a high flight, because it's kind of hard for me to think of a mid flight. And as long as I'm hitting it low and getting that feeling, I think that's what's important. So let me show you. Okay, so for instance here I have my 8-iron, and what I'm doing, and my practice is going to consist in hitting a low one and a high one. So, and a lot of people ask me on my last video, it's like, how you hitting those low shots? And I think, you know, in reality, like for me, what I'll do is just kind of change my stance a little bit more this way, and I kind of feel like I'm compressing the ball more, going that way. But I think what's important is for you to find your own way to do it. You know, as long as you're doing it, I think that's what matters. You know, I'm not a coach or anything like that, but I think what's important is when you're out in the course, and for instance, when you have a ball that is sitting down, even if you hit it in the fairway, and if it's sitting down like this in the fairway on the grass, really low, if you play a high shot there, it's going to be really difficult. So in that case, I think it's better to play a low shot. So that's what I'm saying. So this is where this comes handy. You know, if you know how to hit that low shot, then it's going to be really easy. I think it's going to come natural for you to do it. When you see a lie like that, you're going to say, like in your mind, it's like, okay, it feels comfortable to play that low shot like this, coming down like this, compressing the ball more than just a regular high shot. So I think that's where it comes handy. So it's not just, you know, that you want to hit stingers, you know, just to impress your friends. I don't think that's the point. You know, the point is to learn how to hit different kind of shots, and don't get discouraged. I think, you know, if you mess up, it's like falling on the bike. You know, you're gonna fall a lot of times, and then you're gonna learn. You know, so anyways, so let me show you. This is what I've been doing. So I got my 8-iron and trying to. What I noticed is when I keep it low, I tend to go more to the left. So I want to keep it low, but stay straight. So let me keep it low. Okay, so that's a low flight for me, and that was slightly to the left, but not as bad as before. And now just my regular shot, my little high shot. Okay, I hit that off the toe, but that was it was a high shot. So, and that's what I've been doing, alternating. Okay, so for those who ask me about that kind of shot, basically on the low shots, the low flight, low trajectory, all I'm doing is just getting my stance a little bit more to the left, and I feel like I'm gonna hit more, like kind of deal off the face a little more. So my finish is gonna be like right here more than this way. So, but I think you can just experiment, you know, and you eventually you'll get there, I think. So if you watch careful, and I know that I tend to draw more, so I want to release it more to the right. Okay, and that's my kind of like Tommy Fleetwood, you know, finish, kind of like this. Whereas on my high flight, or when I want to get it really high, then I set back a little more in the center, and I kind of feel like I'm just releasing it high. That's all I'm doing. There we go. That's really, really high. So a really low one and a really high one. Okay, so like I said, you can grab any iron. Now I have a 6 iron, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do a low flight and a high flight. Now this is not a stinger. I wouldn't define this as a stinger. It's just learning how to hit a low flight. I think that's all it is. So it's not something that you do to impress your friends. I think it's just something that you do to try to learn more about trajectory and how to hit the ball differently. So 6 iron, I'm gonna keep it low, and 1 high one. So you never know when you're gonna need the low flight either, you know. So if you learn how to do that, I think it's gonna help you. Okay, that was really nice. Low flight, 6 iron, and then a high flight. High flight could be like if you have a lot of trees, you know. So here, obviously, there's no obstacles, nothing. So, but when you go to the course, everything changes. So if you get comfortable hitting those shots, better. So now, just pretend that there's some trees there. So I gotta get a bit high. Okay, and that's a high flight. A little bit off the toe, but it's important, I think, to just hit it like you know, if it's high, it's high. If it's low, it's low. So that's what's important, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna take this further, and I'm gonna use my 3-wood. I'm gonna hit a low fly and a high fly, same thing. I think this is just to get the feeling of working the ball, you know, low and high. So 3-wood. I think the more you get comfortable with different shots, the better you're gonna play when you just have to hit just a regular shot. You know, I keep saying this, but that's what happened. That's exactly what happened to me in my tournament. I felt so comfortable just having to just play anything I wanted to. You know, we're here, I'm forced. Okay, I gotta play low flight. So low flight with 3-wood. Okay, it wasn't really low, but I think what counts is just the effort. You know, you're trying to get it there. I'm learning, so okay, that's a beauty. So you kind of get more comfortable as you hit different kind of shots. I think that's what's happening here. So okay, so another thing that I wanted to share is when I was playing this tournament, and on the short par 4s, when I normally hit a hybrid, I actually decided to get a 4-iron, and I felt so much control. I mean, I actually play a low flight, and I think for me a low flight is much more controllable because I know that it's going to go straight and slightly to the left, like a draw. and I played it twice, and it was 4-iron, and it was perfect. I mean, it went exactly where I wanted it to go. So it gave me the confidence to do that. Whereas before, I didn't even think of any flight. You know, I just grabbed my 4-iron and I just hit whatever, you know, 4-iron, whatever fly, you know. So I think it truly helps you, I think. So. Okay, and I can even try like, you know what, I can even try like really high, 7-iron, really high. So I think if that's already helping me learning these shots, then might as well try even the really high ones, 7-iron, really high ones. Okay, that's really good. It was really high. So actually, I think now that I hit the high shot, I'm feeling like that was my my original shot. So I think I'm been hitting high shots. I have that feeling. So let me just hit mid-fly now. I think my high shots were my stock shots were high shots. I think like mid-fly. Let's see. Okay, it's pretty good. What I'm thinking is that my stock shots were high. Just by trying this out, I think I'm figuring out that I tried the low trajectory, the mid, and the high, and then I tried the really high one. And when I tried the really high one, as you just seen, that felt like my stock shot. That's how I was swinging. That's, you know, I was playing high shots, and when I addressed the ball to play the high shot, I kind of felt like I was a little just putting more loft on the club. So I think there you go. That's you know, it makes you more aware of what you actually been doing. You know, I've been swinging like that for a while and I didn't even know. So anyway, so now I have a 4-iron. I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I think more difficult with the longer clubs. So low flight. This is what I've been doing. This kind of shot I've been hitting when I just play my tournament. So low flight. Okay, not the greatest, but it's very controllable. Yeah, I lost it just a little bit to the right. And then high flight, which it will be like my normal shot. But now that I know, actually, my normal shot is really high. So this will be mid trajectory then. All right, there you go. Okay guys, so that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely this practice routine is really helping me. Low shot, low flight, mid fly, high flight. I'm really learning how to control the trajectory of the ball. And like I said before, this is making me more comfortable when I get to the course and just try to hit any shot. I feel more comfortable when I'm in between the trees or when I need to hit a high shot. You know, if I practice it here, the range, when I'm in the course, I'm gonna feel more comfortable. So definitely something that if you're like me, that practice, just, you know, grab your bucket and just hit your regular shots without experimenting. I think you ought to try it. It has helped me. It definitely helped me in my tournament. I shot an 85, unfortunately, but it was because of my putting. I 3-putted 4 times, so I cannot blame it on the irons because I hit marvelous. My iron game was really perfect. I mean, the ball went where I wanted it to go. I felt like I could play the shot that I wanted to play. You know, just thinking low or high flight. Like I mentioned before, my 4-iron, I can hit it in the fairway. I felt like I was in full control. So definitely it's good to experiment. I think I will continue this practice routine, not only with the, you know, with a 65 yard, but I also do it here when I'm in the range. I'm going to practice with all my irons. Even the 3-wood, I think it works. You know, just experiment, get your body moving differently, and, you know, I like to make the analogy of the bicycle. I mean, you know, at the beginning you're going to fall, it's going to be hard, but then you learn, you know. And then also if you learn how to do tricks with the bike, it's going to be hard at the beginning, but once you do it, and then once you go back to just riding the normal bike, you know, it's going to feel so much easier. And I think that's what's happening here. Anyways, so hope you like the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time.